Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm so happy that you are here, especially with my horrible timing. Hello, Appa. Oh, let me go through. Hello, Appa. Hello, Astrologipos. Hello, Sparkly Bro. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Happy to have you. So, apparently, I have bad luck and bad timing. Oh, hey, Fi. Hello, Alex. Welcome, welcome. So, I finished this model, this new outfit that I'm gonna be showing off at like 1 a.m. last night. I like looked down and then I looked up and it was 1 a.m. and the model was finished and I wanted to show it off as soon as possible. And because I was very excited and I'm not like the type to like hype up things for terribly long. I don't have that kind of patience. Like Sai's doing for her 2.0, which her 2.0 should be coming soon, and you all should be very excited for it because it's going to be great. I did the art and the rigging for Sai Dere's 2.0, and I hope that you enjoy it when it comes out, which should be soonish. Uh, but I was so excited, and I'm like, I'm going to stream it today. And I don't want to wait until the evening like I usually do, so I'm going to stream it in earlier in the afternoon than usual. And I'm gonna go. And also, you know, like I have some people that I wanted to show it off to who can't make it to later streams. So, and then I post the announcement, and just like 30 minutes later, Sai goes live. It's my fault for not communicating. It's absolutely my fault for not communicating, but that just means that I'm extra grateful for everyone who's here. Thank you for dropping in. I need to get better at communicating stuff, really. Really, I do. But anyway, the long and short of it is, well, first of all, you can see I've made like a lovely little chat box thing. I did that in like 5 minutes. Hey, Herde! Got in just after roll call. Yeah, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I'm not very patient when it comes to like starting the stream and waiting for people to trickle in. I'm the type of person who just wants to get straight to it, which is, hey, Maury, yeah, you're in a box now. I made you a nice little box. I hope that you like your box. If you get bored, I put some books in there for you so that you can read some books. Yeah, it's the box. I made it in like 5 minutes or less. I really need a nice overlay, but it was driving me a little wild. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm pretty happy with it for something I made in like 5 seconds. Because like, yeah, it was bad before. You know, like just chat just right up against the background. It was really hard to read, hard to see. So I figured this would be nice, and I figured now was a good time to do it. Um, oh man, I have like no patience. We're only 5 minutes in and I already want to start showing off the model. Oh man, this is silly. Anyway, I guess, let's see. So I'm excited about this new thing. PogChef Senpai, hello, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it first. I've actually been thinking about this model for a long time, so it is going to be a bit of a big change. I like it, like the title of this stream is foreshadowing. I'm going to have hair. Right now, as you can see, I do not technically have hair. Like, it's styled like hair, but these are my feathers. This is my plumage. Um, but I'm actually going to have hair, which means you know, getting a wig on when you have plumage is kind of a pain in the butt. So what I had to do was I actually had to pluck all my feathers to get a wig cap on and to make the wig fit. Because, you know, the avian to the mammalian transition, yeah, it's a rough one. Oh yeah, so I'm planning a series of models. I don't know if anyone caught this, especially because I don't know if it kept in there, but in my latest video, that APA tier list, which I highly recommend you watch, I'm really happy with it. I had a lot of fun with the APA tier list video. And I think it's my best, yeah, series of models. Because, you know, I can't help myself. I can't stop making live 2D models. But, What? I designed this one. I first showed everybody, the V Theorem members, a preview of this design in February. Oxford comma gang rise up. Exactly. If you want to see me, like, do a short love poem or something to the Oxford comma, absolutely watch the APA tier list video. I have strong feelings about the Oxford comma. I will meet you in the Denny's parking lot and fight you if you do not use the Oxford comma. But yeah, this model's been in the works for a while, kind of on and off. I think I only really like started working on it seriously around May 20th, and then I just like kind of cranked it out. But yeah, so as you probably guessed, I am a Mothman, and I am a big fan of cryptids. Petitions for the standardization of fonts in APA form. Agreed. Agreed. Was it really a love poem from an Oxford comma or a threatening letter on behalf of the Oxford comma? It was a threatening letter on behalf of the Oxford comma. But that threat was a love poem in my way. In my way, that was my own version of a love poem. What's the difference? There is no difference. You're either with the Oxford comma or you were against the Oxford comma. Heredit, you're right. I should have answered just yes. Yes, it was both. So was it one or the other? Yes. It was both. It was both a love poem and a threatening letter. I love you and I will fight anyone that tries to get in your way kind of vibes for the Oxford comma. And I would like it if the APA did font standardization. I would very much be very happy if everything was sans serif font. Like, I don't care if they specify a font. And actually, I was looking at the APA manual for that video, and they've stopped specifying, like, you don't have to do Times New Roman. Like, they've given, like, 2 or 3 suggested fonts that they recommend you writing it in, but they don't actually specify the font. I think I could theoretically get away with writing an perfectly compliant APA-style paper in Comic Sans or maybe even Wingdings. I think I might be able to get away with that. I'll have to double-check the APA manual, but just the thought of that delights me. Imagine what the journal editor would say. I think that would probably be a desk reject, at least for the Wingdings, but maybe I could get away with Comic Sans. Put that on the bucket list. The next time a predatory journal sends me an email like, you should submit a paper to us, I'm gonna submit it in Wingdings. I'm gonna submit a paper and it's gonna be in Wingdings. That will be the true test of whether they actually care to read the paper. Oh, good times, good times. Anyway. Right, that was my big beef was just whether it's serif or sans serif. Comic Sans is easier for dyslexic people to read, so maybe that's why. Agreed, exactly. If they question me, I can just say, this is a dyslexia-friendly font, and most fonts, especially the standardized ones that we tend to use for formal writing, are not dyslexic-friendly or dyslexia-friendly. Comic Sans absolutely is dyslexia-friendly, and therefore, you should allow me to submit my APA paper in Comic Sans. Hey, Z! Happy to have you here! Happy to have you here! Thank you for dropping in. So happy to see ya. So excited for the announcement. It's not that exciting. Or maybe it is. I don't know. You already know what the announcement is. Well, you may not know what the announcement is, but you've heard. I've told you about the announcement. You may not have made the connection. But I'm gonna start with the model though, because I'm impatient. But I do have a bit more like model lore. So as you know, I'm very excited about cryptids. I love cryptids. That's why I'm a well, am I a Mothman because I love cryptids, or do I love cryptids because I am a Mothman? It's very unclear. So I'm planning a whole series of models that are based on different cryptids. A whole series of models based on different cryptids. Both, yeah. It's a chicken or the egg thing, really. But the answer is both. It's a dynamical system. It's a feedback loop. I love cryptids because I am one, and I am a cryptid because I love cryptids. It's like intergroup theory. It's, what's the formal name of that theory? The intergroup, forget, but like there's this cycle of like identification with an in-group. The more you identify with a group, like say cryptids or like a political party or say a group of, or like a soccer team or whatever it is, the more you identify with a group, the more you like that group, and the more you like the group, the more you identify it. Like, this is a real psychological theory that has been supported by a considerable amount of evidence. And so clearly, look, I'm being educational. Devin Hairy Hands models. I haven't actually heard of that. I'll have to check it out. This probably applies to VTubers too, I imagine. The more you identify as a VTuber, the more you like VTubers, and the more you like VTubers, the more you identify as a VTuber, right? Yeah, exactly, PogChamp Senpai. It's a positive feedback loop. But anyway, okay, back to the point I was making. Yeah, it's a series of models, and then one that I guess the one that I'm using right now is kind of the first in the series. It's my Mothman model, but I'm gonna be making a bunch of different models, or you can consider them like outfits or whatever you want to call them, depending on how much you value immersion. But they're all going to be based on different cryptids. I am mostly familiar with North American cryptids, but I do know some Japanese cryptids. I might ask Mori for that. Mori knows a lot about Japanese folklore and cryptids and stuff. But I would love to do cryptids from all over the world. A lot of models. I want to make as many as I can. And this next one I'm showing, it's a pair of floating hands that grab the steering wheel and makes you crash, or at least that's what people who crash said. You know, I have been wondering, there's some tutorials on how to rig hands in hand tracking in Live 2D. And honestly, that might be a great opportunity to learn, because all I'd have to rig was the hands, right? Maybe I'll do that. I think I might do that. Thank you, Astral. I will have to make a note of that. That might go on my list. I already have this one, and then I know what the next one after the one that I'm debuting today is going to be. But after that, I'm not quite sure where I'm going next. So maybe if I want to learn hand tracking, I will do a Devin Hairy Hands one. Tsuchinoko-based model reel. Yeah. Tsuchinoko might be on my list. We'll see. I think it might be a bit too similar to the model that I'm doing after this one. But only Mori knows what model comes after the model that I'm about to debut. It's a wonderful cryptid that people don't talk about nearly enough. But anyway, today I get to debut my new model. And I'm going to give you all an opportunity. Well, I don't know. I think I kind of gave away. Part of the model design makes it very obvious exactly which cryptid it's inspired by. But I thought it would be fun to make you guess. I don't know how many of you are cryptid knowledgers, but it's a very good cryptid. It's one of my favorites, so of course I picked it next. But here, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna put on my new outfit, so give me a minute. Oh man, any guesses about what cryptid this model might be based on, by the way? Any guesses? I'm cooked. I only know the mainstream ones. This is kind of mainstream-ish. I'm back. Nope, this is an area I have absolutely no idea about. That's fair. But this is entirely new rigging too, by the way. I completely re-rigged the entire body, the face, everything. Too bad you don't have a magical girl transformation. It's true. I'll leave the magical girl transformations to Sai, because she's the actual magical... Up. Alright, let me... Yet. I think I might see something at the very top of the screen. I know some British cryptids are the big ones. Oh, you'll have to tell me about them sometime. I don't know which cryptid, but I know one Neopet you remind me of. I'll have to ask which one that is. But, that is... Not sure what that is at the top. Bigfoot Mylin would be something. Mylin's descending. Hey, guy, welcome. Bigfoot sounds funny, but I'm hesitant about doing Bigfoot for reasons. Oh. Huh, what's that? That's very strange. I have no idea what that could be. Reasons to shut up. You know exactly what reasons I'm talking about. Accusations would be confirmed. This model, part of the reason this model exists, fangs. Oh, hey, Lilar. Maybe those could be fangs. Once I show you more, I'll talk more about my reasons. Oh, wow. Those are some fangs, huh? Oh, those are a bat? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe. On screen too small. There we go. Oh, what strange and mysterious things, like a bugged Pokemon typo legs. Oh, yep. These are my legs. As you can see, these are I'm trying to. Oh, oh, what's that? Oh, oh dear, some spider thing. Hmm. So these are indeed my legs. Biblically accurate angel. That would be fun. Stalactite are not cryptids. I'm sure there's a cryptid based on stalactites, or like that has to do with them. Spiky, yes. Exactly, I have no feet. That's my secret cap. I actually hate feet. So now I don't have to have feet at all. Isn't that wonderful? The infinitesimal feet. These are a huge pain though. I think I need to put tennis balls on the bottom of them because I keep scratching up the floor and they keep getting caught in the carpet. And don't even get me started about walking on grates in the street. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's horrible. But you know, we do it for the craft. Okay, okay. I think we saw some pants there. Are those, what is that? There's something. Ballerina pose at its peak. Yes, I'm on point constantly. Huh. Are those... Those might be pants, and what's that behind there? Hmm. Not 100% sure. No idea. Swinging around, though. That's kind of fun. Should zoom in a bit. Any guesses about what kind of cryptid might lead to legs that look like this? I think it's a good question. It's okay if you don't know, because then I get to introduce you to a cryptid that I am a huge fan of. Tail? No? Oh, I don't know. It could be a tail. That's actually completely unrelated to the type of cryptid that this is based on. I just wanted that feature. I thought it looked nice. Now, let's go a little further. Wow, those are some long, long legs, huh? Oh, and are those nails? That hair swings too wide for a tail. Good observation, Alex. Yeah, a tail would not swing this wide or from that thing. What kind of ice Pokemon is this? Good plot twist, it's just legs. The large Hadron might be onto something. If this were Pokemon typing, this would be part Steel type, would it? Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Maybe Fi knows some lore that I don't. The large Hadron, it's not just legs, there is the rest of the model, as you can probably guess from the silhouette of the thumbnail, but if you, some vampire adjacent being, But if you think about something that is mostly legs, you might be onto something. If you know cryptids, there is a cryptid that is mostly legs. It is so good. I should have prepared a picture of this thing. Let's go a little further. I can show off my hands. I came late and didn't see the thumbnail. That's fine. More surprise. Okay, what have we got here? Got some hands. It's a leg man, lol. I mean, what's the legs to body ratio? For the cryptid, the legs to body ratio is about like three-fourths of the body are legs, roughly. Some kind of walker. Siren head? I'm not Siren head, unfortunately. Though that would be a fun thing to base a model off of. Alright, I want to show you something very lore accurate on this model. Well, first off, I've got my whiteboard markers. You know, I am a teacher after all, so you gotta have the whiteboard markers, especially if you're teaching something like statistics. Oh my god, this will be hilarious, I think. I don't know if it'll be as hilarious as you're hoping, but Alex, if you figured out which cryptid it is, this cryptid is the best cryptid. Well, no, Mothman's the best cryptid, but this is definitely up on the list. So as you can see on my arm over here, we have the lore-accurate wrist brace for my eternal carpal tunnel. That exists, unfortunately. And I've got my whiteboard markers. I'm sorry, I can't get over this hair. Oh! There might be a jacket here. I might have a jacket. The jacket was partially to try and get that silhouette of the, like, 3/4 legs. Unfortunately, I'm keeping my usual bodily proportions outside of, the legs being a bit longer than usual, but we do have a jacket here. But the jacket, I haven't even debuted and arms already broke. Right. But it's my lore accurate wrist brace. You gotta have the wrist brace. It's important to keep the wrist brace on so that your carpal tunnel, your wrist has time to rest, right? You've got to be very careful about that. You don't want to make it worse. All right, so the jacket is gonna... Then it's not as hilarious as I thought. Sorry, Alex. I should make a mini version of the model, like a chibi version that's just solely cryptid proportions. I think that would be a lot of fun. Thank you. I think we're getting to the point where it's just gonna straight up reveal which cryptid it is. If you know, you know. But any last minute guesses before I show you? I should also prepare a picture. Everything on me is pointy. This is true. Everything on me is very pointy. Oh. All right. Yes, chibi cryptids that can be 3D printed next to Z's Cursed Among Us. There's definitely... There is one it definitely isn't that I can't remember the name of. Does it walk at night? It might walk at night. It might walk at night. Is it Finland's version of Slenderman? No, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with Finnish cryptids. I really need to look into them more. Oh, man. Actually, that's one thing I forgot to mention that Z was kind enough to do. You know what? When I met Z gave me a gift. Z gave me a 3D printed, she gave me two things. She gave me a 3D printed Mothman that I still need to assemble. That's absolutely adorable. And a 3D printed V-Theorem logo, and it made me so happy. All right, let me get an image of this thing. Well, first off, I guess I should show off exactly what you're... There, okay. Does this look familiar? It's the one that walked at night, but most do. Yeah, it's... It's right there. You can... Nope. Ah... Oh, it is actually... Oh, Astral, you know this one? Yeah, it looks like a gym leader. Is this little guy right here. I have him on my jacket. Yeah, okay, let me get the image. This is it. Look how beautiful. This is a cryptid called the Fresno Nightcrawler. It is the Fresno Nightcrawler. It is a pair of pants. That is hilarious. It's so good. It's so good. Looks like kids in bed sheets kind of. Is that the Disney thing? I don't know I don't think it's a Disney thing. It's a relatively new cryptid. The first sighting was in 2007, apparently, but it basically looks like a white pair of pants that can walk around on its own. Hey, you were close. Exactly. See, I told you. It's like... See, that's why the legs. It is basically just legs, exactly. So like the body of this model is supposed to be like, here's the mostly legs, and this is supposed to represent kind of the head. The crawl. I know, I switch it up a lot too. Oh wait, this is really hot on social media a while ago, right? It might have been. It might have been. I actually own a plushie. I own a plushie of the Fresno Nightcrawler. Oh, but they're so good. They are a big friend. They are very charming. They're from Fresno, California. And yeah, they just look like this. Aren't they lovely? I guess I can show off the rest of the model now and all its features and stuff. Alright, so I've got my... Oh, you can see some of my hair. You can see some of my hair. Well, more of my hair than you could before. I've still got my bead. Still got my bead on my hair. Oh. Oh. Oh, those eyes. This might be my eyes. Still got my bead. I have hair now. Isn't that exciting? I still have my ears. And I still have some feathers. I still have some feathers. All right, there we go. Hi, everyone. This is my new model. So I had to keep the feathers. The arms having the eyes is pretty cool. Thank you. I'm a big fan of it. Looks cool. Thank you. I'm very happy with this new one. I'm very, very pleased with it. And I like having hair now. Very cool. Thank you. Goated haircut, mad respect. Thank you. I love this haircut. I'm a big fan of this haircut, including my giant rat tail. This is not the first time in my life that I have had a rat tail. For those of you unfamiliar, a rat tail is a thin amount of hair hanging from the back of your head. Looks so good. Thank you. You have beautiful eyes. Thank you so much. I do love my new eyes. Look at my eyes. Look into my eyes. Are my eyes pretty? My eyes changed color. My teeth also got pointier. But I still have the same swoopy hair. I still got the same uneven thing. I still got the bead. I still got the ears. And I've still got some feathers as well. Oh, I've got a lot of toggles too. I gotta show off my toggles. All right. Let me zoom out a bit. So let's see. I don't actually remember which order I put these in, but I've got some toggles. So first toggle. And I set up my toggles a bit better. Beautiful eyeballs. Yes, I have many beautiful eyes. I got the two on my face and the two on my jacket. All right, first toggle, which is this? Oh, eye bags, of course. Speaking of, oh, whoa, I just rotated. I don't remember how to unrotate. How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. Must not stare directly in eyes. Well, I guess we're just gonna be rotated. Get rotated, idiot. We're just gonna be rotated for the rest of this stream, I guess. But yeah, I have eye bags now. Oh, and I have my little sweat drop. What? I like that small piece of... I like it too, thank you. But yeah, now I can finally fully represent just how freaking exhausted I am constantly. It's my own fault, I just work too hard. Alright, eye bags. Let's take those off. Let's pretend that I'm well rested for once in my life. Alright. How do I rotate? How do I unrotate myself? Help. I mean, this is not bad. It represents my horrible posture fairly well. Rotate. Help. Oh, okay. Wait, no. No? Help! I've been rotated! Oh! There we go! I'm free! Okay. Alright, next one. Of course, it's necessary. I need the darkness. It's so important. Well, the example image was on a slope. It's true! So it works out. Oh, I need to get rid of this sweat mark. Oh well, that's a toggle too, but for some reason it's just on. Oopsie daisies. But of course we've got this. Alright. Oh, I can remove my feathers as well. I can fully pluck my head. If I want to. Look at me go. That was 4, right? Oh! Nope. What was that? Oops. I just revealed something a bit before I was ready to. That's okay. Alright. So, I can unzip my jacket. Look at that. Did you see how smooth that animation was? I'm very proud of that. The hair without the feathers gives anime protagonist energy? It does, doesn't it? Look at me, I'm an anime protagonist. I'm gonna conquer the world, aren't I? Oh, smooth! Yeah, I'm so proud of that. It actually wasn't as hard as I was expecting it to be. But yeah, I can unzip my jacket. What else can I do? I can take off my jacket entirely. So here's what my outfit looks like under the jacket. If you want to know. If it gets too hot out, I can take off the jacket and just have my shirt. You're gonna win some tournament arcs? Heck yeah. It's time to crunch the numbers. I do know about high collar supremacy. We were talking about that the other day. Oh, that's a weird side effect of something I did. Where am I? What am I doing with my life? There we go. I can put it. Does look like a powered up form of it. I'm so powered up. It's so good. All right. Yeah, okay. So I have my little sweat drop. I can put my sweat drop on or take it off. It's very subtle, but it's there. You know, just in case I'm a little anxious, you know, I can combine it with my eye bags and there. This is how you know you're really in trouble. Or maybe I'm really in trouble. When the code spits out an error message that you don't recognize, it's just like, oh. All right. And then I have one more toggle, and it is the this is a toggle that is bad for my health. This toggle is objectively bad for my health, but I have it anyway. Are you ready? Are you ready for me to do something that is not medically advisable? So just as I have my wrist brace, I can also take off my okay. I can take off my wrist brace. It's not medically advisable. Not medically advisable, but if I want to, I can. I keep taking off my wrist brace and I really shouldn't. It's a horrible habit. So I'm gonna put that right back on. Because man, my wrist hurts lately. I've been really burning the midnight oil working on this because I have no self-control whatsoever. 50 kilogram wrist brace, exactly. When I take this off, you know I'm getting serious. I'm about to go and, like, defeat Gara in the Chunin exams or whatever. That's how you know that it's going down. I know. Okay, I'll put it back on more. I'm sorry. I guess there's one more, like, secret on this model. Sorry, it's getting kind of low definition. My bracelet says V theorem on it. That's all. That's my little secret. Oh, and now you can see my little friendly guy. There's my Fresno Nightwalker, or Nightcrawler. See, even I'm calling it the wrong thing. And it's got a psi in the background for psychology. I thought maybe for once I should have a psychology thing somewhere on my model. There we go. There it is. There it is. That's my new model. Oh, I'm so happy about it, and I'm glad that y'all like it too. He do be crawling. He do be crawling. Look at he go. He's moving and grooving. Maybe I should have animated him. That would have been fun if he was just had like a animation of him walking. That could be pretty silly. I like that idea actually, but I don't think I have the strength or power to actually pull that off. So I'm there we go. All right. We did it. Oh. So I guess I should stop stalling. It might be announcement time. It would be cool looking like a transition screen. Yeah, I don't have a transition screen yet, so maybe I could do like a Nightcrawler wipe. That sounds like a great idea, and that would be pretty easy to animate. I might do that. Thank you for the idea, Astral. That's a good one. All right, I've still got some things to fix. Or like those shoulder pets some VTubers. Yeah, I can put it on my shoulder, have it like kicking its legs on my shoulder. Oh, that's a good idea. I should try that. I think I probably still have a bit of fine tuning to do on this model, honestly. And maybe I can just add it while I'm doing the fine tuning and make it part of the model. That would be a lot of fun. I can make it so it blinks or something like that. It can kick its feet. It can rock side to side with me. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun, I think. All right. So, the last thing that I have to talk about today is that announcement. I'm planning on keeping the stream relatively short because, frankly, it's nice out today and I want to go out and enjoy the weather. So the last thing, the announcement, VTubing 101, chat brainstorm. It's true. Hey, Gabe, welcome. Chat has great ideas. This is what we call in psychology the wisdom of the crowd. The wisdom of the crowd. I don't have glasses on this model, so I can't use them to look all smart, unfortunately. But that's okay. Maybe this is how it should be, really. Do I really... like, Psy has, like, 3 or 4, as of today, 4 brain cells, and I have 0 anywhere on any of my stuff, so... Maybe it's alright that I don't have glasses. It represents how many brain cells I actually have. Oh, fun fact, actually. The head of my psychology department now knows that I do this. Chat will always select the best or the worst idea, no in between. It's true. It's true. Chat is a double-edged sword. Y'all are dangerous. You gotta be very careful with chat. Y'all are the reason why my legs look like this. So yeah, this is your fault. It's your fault that my floors are all scratched up because of my pointy leg stubs. Ah, right. Okay. But yeah. No, the head of my department. No, it's bold of you to assume I'm more hinged IRL. Oh, I make no such assumptions. I make no such assumptions. If you did say feet were great or whatever it is, I did, but that was okay. Listen, let me explain. And I know this isn't going to change anything, but I feel the need to explain myself. What I said was, look at these feet. These are some great feet. And do you know why I said that? Do you know why I said that? Are any of you artists? Do any of you draw? Specifically people. Do any of you draw people or humanoid things? Hmm? Hmm? I know Mori draws sometimes. Try drawing feet. This is my challenge to you. Try drawing a foot that looks good. And it can't just be from the side, and it can't just be from the front. It's got to be at an angle. See, Appa knows what I'm talking about. People always say that hands are hard to draw. Hands are not, like, hands are kind of hard to draw, but they're not that hard to draw, okay? You're just astral, no. But yeah, hands really aren't that bad to draw. The real enemy is feet. Feet and shoes. These are the enemy. These shoes and feet are the enemy. They are incredibly difficult. I don't draw feet specifically because it's hard. See, Mori gets it. Mori gets it. And like, especially, I don't usually... I'm gonna break immersion for a second and just switch out. I don't usually draw feet. Or, well, no, I don't usually draw bird feet, right? And those are hard to draw too. These are very hard to draw. And I was just really proud of how they came out. Shoes are not easier than feet. I regret to inform you that shoes and feet are both very difficult. They're both very difficult to draw. And I recognize I'm fueling the shenanigans by, hello, Cleo, no, don't come in right now. Don't come in when I'm talking about feet. My girlfriend's an artist. She absolutely despises drawing feet. I get it. See? See? So I was really proud of how these feet came out. Like, feet are very hard to draw, whether they're human feet or Mothman feet. And I was really, really proud of how I managed to draw them. I thought I did a really good job, right? Let me go back to the new me. And so I was very excited. I was very excited to show off how well I'd drawn those feet. And that's why I said, look at these wonderful feet. Bird feet are indeed feeding. It's true. It's true. So I was really excited to show off how I'd drawn the feet. And I was also really nervous. And so I said, look at these feet. Aren't these great feet? And things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. So that's why you have this now. That's why you have this now. It's win-win. It's win-win. I have no feet, so I don't have to draw feet. And now I have some evidence against people saying that I like feet. I don't even have feet. Why would I like feet if I don't have feet? There's this thing called in-group bias. We like people that are in the same group as us and that are similar to us, and we tend to dislike people who are different from us. And I do not like feet, and I do not have feet. Or do you have really... these are not feet. I promise you, these are shins. How they are layered is people love what they don't have, so bad excuse for feet. Show me the citation. Show me the citation. I will show you hundreds of citations showing that people love what they love, what they have, and people like people that are and things that are similar to them. Show me the citation. I have science to back this up, okay? I have science. I can back up this with science. Show me the science. Show me the science. It must be like why I like eye bags in group. Exactly. I also like eye bags because of in-group bias. when I was at con, so that con I went to the other day, of course, I was cosplaying, so I wore eyeliner, and I was like trying to get the eyeliner off. I don't usually wear makeup, so I struggled a lot, and I was like trying to wash the eyeliner off, and I was like, I woke up the next morning and I'm like, oh no, I didn't get all my eyeliner off last night. But it turned out that I did. My eye bags were just that bad. Yeah, but we have the funny route. It's true. It's true. It is very funny. It is I will give you that. The feet thing, if nothing else, is very funny. And I think there's something very like poetic and also hilarious to being perceived as having an unhealthy adoration for something that you despise. I was using makeup wipes more. I was using makeup wipes. To be fair though, they were really old, dried out makeup wipes, but I did get them wet before I used them. And yeah, no, it wasn't eyeliner. It was just really dark circles under my eyes. Well, what's this science thing? I know, right? What is science? I've never just kidding, I love science. Science is the best. Ah. What was I doing? Note to self, never use eyeliner. I don't eyeliner. It's very hard to get used to using eyeliner. Well, not get good at using eyeliner. I barely ever wear it, but I do like how I look with eyeliner. Not gonna lie. I do think it makes me look cooler. But yeah, I hardly ever use it, and especially because I use waterproof eyeliner, and yeah, it can be difficult to get off, even with a makeup wipe. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, the announcement. The announcement. Like, it's not a huge announcement. It's not, but and that's why there wasn't more lead up to this stream. Though maybe I should have done more lead up because I revealed a whole new model. But you know, like I said, I'm an impatient creature. I'm an impatient creature. If I learned a loophole, if you work in a laser lag, no one ever has to see eye bags. That's smart. That's like me. When I go out, I still wear a mask. I still wear a mask when I go out. And that's my loophole to like a lot of things. People can't see me. Like if I want to sing quiet, like you're listening to your music and you just kind of, hey Kaizen, oh thank you so much. I'm really happy about it. I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy with how it came out. But yeah, if you're listening to music, sometimes you want to sing, right? While you're walking around. And the nice thing about wearing a mask when you're out is I can sing to myself, and as long as I'm quiet, nobody knows I'm doing it, right? Or like if you have like facial hair or something and you're wearing a mask, you don't have to shave. I mean, it might get uncomfortable, but it's just nice. I like wearing mask. I like it. That's my cheat. But I haven't mastered the large hadron. I haven't mastered a way to hide my eye bags, but honestly, I wear my eye bags as a badge of pride. Like these show that I'm being a good academic. What do I mean by a good academic? I'm working so hard that I'm no longer taking care of myself, and that's the sign of a good academic. That's what grad school has taught me. The eye bags are a badge of pride. They are a badge of pride. They're like a medal. I have earned these eye bags by working hard. Don't go into grad school. It's bad for self-care. I mean, if you want to go into I thought good academics just pawn off work on grad students. No. My first advisor was like that, and I promise you that is not what a good academic does. There's a reason he was not the advisor that I graduated with. Actually, there were a lot of reasons. That was one of them, but like there's pawning off work on your grad students, and then there's pawning off work on your grad students and taking credit for that work without crediting them. According to Colin's dictionary, your feet are the parts of your body that are at the ends of your legs and that you stand on, so you do have feet. Shut up. Shut up. No, I don't. I don't. Wait, you're already graduated? Yeah. I am Dr. Mylan. Or Dr. Aikman. I have my PhD and everything. I graduated quite a while ago now, actually. I think we're nearing... Well, it's been officially over 5 years. No, we're nearing 5 years since I defended. I mean, they did give you the source. That's true. That's true, but in that case, maybe I do have feet, but they are very, 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 very tiny feet. See, this is the bit that I actually stand on. You can't even see, right? It's so pointy. Ah! What am I? What am I doing? But yeah, I have my PhD and everything. I did it. I did it. I survived grad school. I did. One day I'll talk about that maybe. One day I'll talk about my grad school experience because I had a bit of a rough grad school experience. I mean, everybody does. And of course, I was in grad school during COVID and all that. So, but I raise you horses. Those are his hooves. I'm sorry. Oh man. Okay. Wait, announcement. I'm so on track. I want to go out and enjoy the day, so I need to. I'm at least 3 to 4 years away from graduating from psychology as well. Nice, Gabe. That's exciting, though. Pray for me. I will. If you ever, like, if it's like grad school stuff. Oh, yeah, grad school's been rough so far. Oh, yeah, the large hadron. Grad school is a rough time. Like, undoubtedly, grad school is a rough time. I don't think there's anything quite like it in the world. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, the departmental culture has a big influence on it. So I was very lucky to be in a department that was largely supportive. Like there were one or two bad apples and there were like some troubles at one point or another, but for the most part everyone in my department was like super kind and super, it was not a competitive atmosphere, which was very, very great. I think there's this piece of advice that you'll hear sometimes and it's like, do you want to work with the best research fit in in like a competitive grad school environment? Like, do you prioritize research fit or social environment? Like, do you go to the place that has a bad social environment but it perfectly fits your research interests, or do you go to the place with a healthier social environment that doesn't really fit your research interests? I would recommend always go for the good social environment. Like, even if it doesn't fit your research interests as well as the other one, you're going to be stuck there. That's going to be your life for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You know, if you're getting your PhD, you can get interested or invested in just about any topic, or at least I mean, I can. I don't want to say that generalizes, but I can get invested in just about any topic. But the thing that, and like, after you get your PhD, of course, also, you can go and research whatever you want, and you can collaborate with people from other universities or like whatever. You can do a lot. There's a lot of ways you can deal with a not perfect research fit, but if you're in a bad social environment, grad school is already a stressful time. You don't want to add any more stress on top of that. And I was very, very lucky that the vast majority of people in my department were and are just lovely, wonderful, kind, supportive people. Like, and I hope that that is the type of environment that y'all are in. From experience, MS is harder than MA, but I don't know anything about getting a doctorate. Yeah, that's you have 2 masters. That is wild to me. You are so powerful. Like stand users, you have to find others like yourself. Yeah, that's a very important thing. And a grad school is a great place to find that because it's a very specific type of person that goes to grad school, especially for a PhD program. But you do need to be careful. Like, if you're doing grad school interviews, definitely ask the other grad students who are currently there, like, are you happy? Is this environment more collaborative or is it more competitive? And you want to go to a place where no grad student is going to be perfectly happy. Like, that's not a thing. But you want to go to the place where the grad students seem at least somewhat content or like they still have some joy in their lives, and you want to go to a place that's more collaborative. You don't want to go to a competitive grad school because you're already going to be like doubting yourself. You're already going to be feeling like you're not doing good enough. Like, that's just inherent to the grad school experience. You know, triggering existential crisis by asking them if they're happy. Yeah, maybe don't phrase it like that. You might get a few 1,000-yard stares, but like maybe ask them like, I don't know how to exactly phrase it, but like, do people get along? That's a major thing to ask. Like, do people get along? And like, is it competitive? Like, do the grad students compete against each other? And I think those are probably very good and important questions that you should ask in grad school. Or at least when you're getting into a grad school. If you're already in, like, there are some things you can do. Like I said, it was a complicated situation, but it turned out my advisor it wasn't a good fit. Like, personality wise, I think I was not a good fit with my first advisor, and it became pretty mentally damaging. I'm not sure how to put it. Like, really detrimental to my mental health towards the end of it. And I don't think that we were just not a good fit for each other, I think. And that is a thing that happens to people. I've talked to many grad students where that's happened to them, and you can switch advisors. Like, you can. It can be difficult depending, but like, even if you're even if you're already in a grad school, there are steps that you can take to improve your situation. Like, try and switch to a different advisor if you can. That's what I ended up doing. There were other factors involved, but I did end up switching to another advisor, and my second advisor, wonderful human being, absolutely adored her. And my mental health and just my grad school experience in general was so, it already wasn't like awful, but it just became honestly a lot of fun, you know? Anyway, what was I talking about? The announcement. I should get to that so I can go out and enjoy the weather. Right, the announcement. Not a big announcement, but feet. Not feet. Not feet. Not feet. I was not talking. We were delaying the announcement. Sorry. It's okay, Gabe. That's your role as chat, right? Yeah, that's your job. Your job is to distract me and make me go on tangents, and that's the way that I keep my streams going for more than like 15 minutes. Did you know the last time I debuted an outfit, like when I debuted my last new model, nobody came to the stream and it ended in like 15 minutes. So y'all are contributing. Y'all are helping me yap, and that's a good thing. A 15-minute stream is just kind of sad, right? So I'm very grateful that all of you are here. But right, the announcement. We're talking about the announcement. So you may have noticed that I stream on YouTube. That's typically where I stream. But I'd like to keep my YouTube channel largely educational. You know, like, I want to keep it mostly educational content, if possible. And I think, especially now that, like, some of the people in my department know my YouTube channel, and I'm actually using the fact that I have an educational YouTube channel on, like, official documents and stuff. So, I thought that I should probably, like, I do art streams and rigging streams from time to time, right? Like, and, you know, streams like this and stuff like that. I think streams like this, where it's announcements and model reveals, might still stay on YouTube, but I'm thinking I'm gonna, from now on, rigging streams that I do, art streams that I do, if I end up streaming any games or something like that, I think I'm probably gonna start doing those over on Twitch. I do have a Twitch account. I should have prepared more for this. Let me find my Twitch account. I'm so unprepared for this. What is wrong with me? Imagine being an undergrad and telling your friends your Psych 101 prof is a virtual moth. I know, right? I know, right? I actually, none of my students know yet, to my knowledge. However, it is true that one of my students one of my past students did indeed find my YouTube channel. She came up to me after a statistics exam and said, "I found your YouTube. I watched your videos about statistics on YouTube, and they were very helpful." And I was like, "Oh no." I turned bright red. I didn't know what to say. I just like, it was a mental blue screen. It was a mental blue screen of death, like, genuinely. It was so bad. I don't know if she ever passed that information on to anyone else, but that was a thing. They will find out. I do think it's kind of inevitable. My moth Oshi, it's actually my teacher. Hey, Bachi. Honestly, I would find it funnier if a student tried arguing with you using one of your videos. That is the dream, honestly. I have had stuff like that happen before. I have had like people try and argue with me and be like, this is untrue because blah. And I'm like, I wrote blah. But yeah, anyway, for the sake of my own sanity and just organization and all that stuff, I'm moving the like not educational, not sciencey stuff over to my Twitch channel, which is over here. I have not used it yet. I haven't used it yet, but I will start using it in the future. It's mostly, I don't think I'm gonna do anything like scheduled or with any advance notice there. I'm gonna kind of do what Psy does, and I'm just gonna, oh, thank you. I'm just gonna kind of randomly go live on there. I still need to figure out how to set it up. Oh, you were already following? Yeah. I've been using that channel to like chat in like Psy and Nepstream for a while. So I do know, for some reason, because of that, I do have some followers on there already. But yeah, that's where my art streams and my rigging streams and any future gaming streams, which I believe there's plans to play some Minecraft at some point in the future, but that's all gonna go over there from now on. If you have a Discord, you should announce things there. I really should announce things in a Discord, but I do not have a Discord currently. I keep saying, I have this little thing that I keep telling myself and all of you and like chat, that I will make a Discord when I hit 500 subscribers, which I'm currently at 393 subscribers, so a little over 100 subscribers to go until we meet that milestone. I might chicken out of that, to be honest, but yeah, one day maybe I'll make a Discord. I'm waiting until I hit at least 500 subscribers to do that, but when I do that, I will start pinging people in the Discord about like streams and things like that, even if they're like on very short to no notice. 78% of the way that Astral, you do math so quickly. I'm like really impressed. Yeah, if I haven't been actively advertising myself all that much, so I don't know when we're gonna hit that goal. Most of the times I get an influx of subscribers, it's because one of the other members of V Theorem mentions me, which is kind of funny to me. Oh, you have a calculator on your desk? Nice, nice. But yeah, maybe one day we'll eventually hit that goal, and then I'll make a Discord, and I will ping people on the Discord when I go live, if and when that happens. But for now, it'll just be, I'll probably announce like on Twitter, hey, I'm live, or like Blue Sky, hey, I'm live, but like, yeah, either way, spontaneous art streams. Yeah, I just keep using Z to advertise for you, it works for me. Thank you. Yeah, Z is highly effective at advertising. She is V Theorem's resident Reddit whisperer. She's so good at Reddit. I should probably start advertising myself a bit more, but I'm gonna wait a few months before I really start kicking up advertising if I do, because I'm actually about to be kind of away from like the internet for a few weeks. For happy reasons, I assure you. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'll talk about it when I come back, but I'm gonna be away for a little bit, so I don't think it makes sense to do much advertising right now. But when I get back, maybe I'll use Twitch to stream about what I was doing during those few weeks while I'm out. I guess it's actually in theme that the cosmic microwave background is in charge of outreach. Yeah, to be fair, I got here because of Psy, who I found out because of a clip about beans, so I'm not sure what that says about me. Oh, Carmen, welcome! Happy to have you here. Delighted to have you here, Carmen. Yeah, yeah, the beans clip delighted me. I was so happy that got clipped. You're a serial lurker? Oh man, I'm normally, like, I'm like that in everybody, but like in Psy's chat, I'll talk a lot. But in any other chat, I'm also a serial lurker. I do not talk. I'll talk in Psy and Phi's chats because I know Psy and Phi, but like if I don't know the streamer, I'm pretty quiet. Was it a good video about beans? It was. We were talking about beans, and it was inspired by that Ellie Minibot thing, and Psy had asked me about beans and would you eat a can of beans just from the can? And I was like, hell yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe not with American food standards. I might not. But it occurred to me, they have baked beans in cans, That makes it even more of in a bathroom. Yeah, in a bathroom. I can't believe I'm about to go look up a clip about beans. Oh, I should go find that. Do I have it favorited or saved on some kind of playlist? I don't even know what I'm wearing, right? I just see psychology, anything related and sub. That's awesome. I love it. I love psychology. There's been more and more psychology VTubers coming. I haven't had much time to watch them, unfortunately, but I just got here because psychology VTuber, it was an idea I had in mind when I graduated. I watched your APAT list and stayed for the ride. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, you should do it. Oh, here, I found the clip. I'm gonna link the clip. First result if you Google Sidereal beans. Yeah, there's the clip. The first half of it is her talking about her personal thoughts on bathroom beans, and then the second half is when I joined her on stream the next day. And she asked me about bathroom beans. And then we just talked about beans for the clip is over 8 minutes long, but I think we talked for more than that about beans. About bathroom beans. Honestly, it's really not a bad idea. I think my only regret about that is that, like, the week after we had this conversation and it got clipped, I got food poisoning from a can of beans. That's my one regret. I have the most like comment on that vid. Good. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. The beans fought back. They did. They're like, you can't let the secret out that you can eat beans out of the can. We need to do something to stop this before everybody starts doing this. Oh, it was so sad. That hasn't stopped me though. I had a can of beans as part of my dinner last night again. In fact, actually, maybe when I go out for my walk, I'll go get something with beans in it. That sounds nice. I'm a huge fan of beans. They're delicious, they're easy to prepare, and they have protein, which I'm really bad at getting enough protein in my diet. So, like, frankly, isn't that just a win-win, you know? Isn't that great? How am I talking about beans again? Beans are good. Beans are good. And for someone who's, I'm pretty picky about food, honestly, so it's good to have something like beans around. Do psychologists subsist on beans? I'm not saying they do, but I'm not saying that they don't. I mean, me and Saidere kind of subsist on a lot of beans, but I will say, Sai and I are like weirdly similar in a lot of ways that don't make a lot of logical sense, and it's kind of concerning, honestly. Like, we both got our PhDs in psychology. We both decided to do VTubing specifically about psychology. Beans is cheap. This is also true. Beans is cheap. We both, actually, our specializations, Sai has like 2 or 3 areas of specialization. I have 2 or 3 areas of specialization. And for 2 out of 3 of our areas of specialization are exactly the same. And I need you to understand how freaking wild that is. Because, like, we both specialize in, like, they're not super small. They're definitely growing areas of research, but our specialization is both in like kind of small, only just got popular recently areas of research. So we have the same specialization. We have the same, like, we both got our PhDs in psychology, studying the same type of thing. We both have our same pet favorite theory within that area of specialization, which is insane because both of us are kind of like, it's not a terribly popular theory currently for that area of specialization. We both became VTubers. It's like Sai and I are not the same person, but we're suspiciously similar. I'm making lunch right now. I got chicken on the pan and beans on the pot. Hell yeah! Beans, onion, garlic, bay leaves, salt, bacon, served with rice. That sounds like, I could probably do that without bacon. I don't eat bacon, but that sounds actually kind of incredible. I should try that. Maybe I could put some rice in too. I love beans and rice. That's literally what I use for mine. Mine is the bacon because I'm doing black. Love it. Real announcement. Mylan was just Sidereal the whole time. And then by transitive property, I'm also Rin Penrose. I technically started VTubing before Sidereal by a few years. I just wasn't uploading more than like twice a year and I didn't stream, so clearly Psy is actually me. Oh god, actually, don't I have like Rin Penrose hair colors now? It's all coming together, everyone. Bin Penrose. I'm Bargain Bin Penrose. Bargain Bin Penrose. I don't even have the pleasant accent. I'm just a mess. Oh, man. All right, I should probably wrap up. Oh, hey there, my hey, Scarling, Mike. Hey, welcome, welcome, or Michael. I think I'm supposed to call you Michael. Welcome. I'm actually just about to wrap up. I think I'm good. But yeah, this is. I guess I should show you my full model one more time. Ah, my legs are too long. There we go. There I be. Go through all my toggles one more time. Take off the eye bags. Spooky. No feathers. I actually really like this. Oh, I see you are on point. I am on point. I did take ballet when I was little, actually. For just like a little short while. I really didn't like it, but my mom made me. I never got to the point where I was actually on point, you know. What's the height ratio between the two? I don't know. Between me and... Wait, between which two? I'm shorter than Psy. I am shorter than Psy. I know that. Alright, what was... Alright, that's feathers. This is unzip the jacket. There's no jacket. What's no jacket and no feathers look like? I truly am the shonen protagonist. Oh, those are my legs. Those are my legs. They're just straight up my legs. Oh, between the models, the height ratio between... I imagine this is actually quite a bit taller. I'm not sure. I'm probably... What? How tall is my normal model? I feel like I should look that up. These are things that I should know, but don't. Yeah, I like to think of these as just like... I don't know what they are. Prove that they are technically feet. Now that I see you as a member of the long arm tribe, I should probably hate members of the long leg tribe, but I can't do it. You know, fun fact. This is vanity. The fact that it looks like I have long arms here is just vanity. I actually have short arms, which is kind of a problem because I used to do a lot of archery. That's part of my secret past, the past lore. I used to be an archery instructor. I used to teach how to shoot bows and arrows. But the problem was that I actually have pretty short arms proportionate to my body and pretty short legs. And so I had a lot of trouble stringing the bow. You have to have at least regularly proportioned arms to string a bow easily. Even better if you have long arms. Like, shooting the bow is not a problem, but stringing a bow, getting the string on the bow, because you're supposed to store them with the string off of them so that it doesn't strain the wood too much. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble stringing my bow because my arms were too short relative to the rest of my body. Okay, so my normal form, I'm 4'6". I'm 4'6" or 136 centimeters in my normal form. In this form, let's say I'm probably like 5'2". Probably about 5'2", so that's a pretty... I don't know what that is in centimeters. I'm sorry. I'm taller, though. I'm taller because I'm on stilts. The stilts being my legs. Tiny. Yeah, I am tiny. Hey, now, 4'6". The reason I'm 4'6". The reason I'm 4'6" in this form is I'm a Mothman, right? And one of the beliefs is that... One of the theories about what Mothman actually was is that Mothman was... Do I have my... There we go. Mothman was actually perhaps a sandhill crane. And the average height of a sandhill crane is 4'6". And that's why I'm 4'6" in this form. There you go. There's your lore for the day. This one, I don't know. I don't have lore for my height for this one. Alright, what else? Other toggles. That do be some lore indeed. Oh, that was the sweat drop toggle, and this is my I can take off my wrist brace toggle, but I probably shouldn't take off my wrist brace. Yeah. Do I have my sweat drop on right now? I don't. I can show that off. It's just a very tiny sweat drop. You can barely see it below my left eye. Just a little sweat drop. Oh yeah, I want to do the combination again. Oh, and the eye bags. This is the I'm really dying. I'm really dying. That's what this face is, and I'm very excited that I'm gonna be using it a lot, I imagine. Anyway, that is my... Oh man, I've got some clipping there. I need to fix that. I'll fix that before the next time I use this model. Anyway, yeah, that's what I got. The transition was funny, the way the new model was out of frame before you moved it. Yeah. It's too tall! It's too tall! I can't handle my new height. I can't handle my... Oh, I should put my feathers back on. I can't handle my new height. It's too much. I'm not used to being this tall. I keep bumping into things. It's the 4 a.m. and it's too much to do to sleep toggle. Yeah, it's true. I should actually combine all of those into a single toggle so it's easier to put all of them on at once. I can have the... I'll call it the 4 a.m. toggle. I think that's a great idea. Anyway, so yeah, summary. I got my new model. Oh! I did finish this model at 1 a.m. last night. So a 4 a.m. toggle is appropriate, I think. So I've got my new model, and I'm gonna start doing, at some point in the future, I'm gonna start doing art, moving my art streams and my rigging streams and stuff like that over to Twitch instead of having them on YouTube, and then stuff that I do on YouTube will be mostly educational, like more so than before. That's the plan, which means I'll probably be on YouTube less, a little less, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's kind of that's the thought. Oh, well, that's just because part of the times I'm on YouTube is because of as someone who regularly does projects till 2 a.m., I can't judge. Look, Maury, look, I was like, I started working at like 9 p.m. yesterday. And then I look down, it was 9 p.m. I look up, it's 12:30 a.m. And I was almost done. I was like, okay, I need to finish this. I'm almost done, and so that's what. Oh, 4 a.m., the dreadful hour of realization that it's almost time for the alarm to wake up and the paper's not done yet. I'm so sorry. I'm very fortunate that I never actually had that problem in college, because I have a problem. This has actually come to bite me in the butt before, but I do this thing. Last night I started working on something at like 30 and got invested, and then checked the time it was for. Yeah, you're gonna be confused when I go to bed 2 hours after you every day this summer. Maury, I worry about you, Maury. I can't stand Twitch. Whenever I start to get used to it, they do something that pushes me away. I just prefer YouTube content overall. That's fair. I'm almost done 6 Yeah, it's a matter of organization, right? And especially, because like I said, some of my colleagues in my department know that I have this YouTube channel now, and they know what the YouTube channel is called. And because I'm using it, like, for, like, promotion documents and stuff, and like check-ins on my academic like accomplishments from the past year, I want to keep it more academic, if that makes sense. If there was a way to like, I could somewhat declutter my YouTube channel, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'll think about it some more. But I'm definitely going to start streaming on Twitch. Like, one way or another, I'm going to stream on Twitch. And I will still stream on YouTube. It'll just, like, be more likely to be more, like, paper reading streams and stuff like that. Or, like, working on study streams. Once it get brighter outside again, you know the next day will be bad. It's true. It's true. I've actually been getting a good amount of sleep lately. But... except for last night. I did not sleep well last night. Because even though I ended up falling asleep, like, after 2 a.m. And that, of course, my cat has decided that doesn't mean I get to sleep. That means I don't get to sleep in. Like, it doesn't matter when I go to sleep. I must be awake by a certain time. And luckily, my cat has decided that time is fairly late in the morning. But if I want to sleep in, I'm not allowed to sleep. Like, you know how it is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. But, you know, such is the way of things. Anyway, I gotta go on my walk. Before it gets too late. thank you all for dropping in. Thank you all for coming. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my time here. And I'm glad that y'all like the new model. And I will see you sometime in the unknowable future. Like I said, for the next few weeks, I'm gonna be like away. I'll still be around. Like I'll still be like lurking in like V Theorem's Discord servers and stuff like that, and like I'll still be on social media to some extent, but I won't be around as much. Anyway, you can't be mad at them. Cats do be little shits sometimes. It's true. I'll go with you. All right, come with me, Maury. Let's go get some boba. All right, bye everyone. Take care. Thank you all so much for dropping by. I hope that you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, whatever time of day or night it may be. And I will see you next time.